Hey, all you Star Wars geeks, EMoney and the old man back with you again for another episode of Boba Fett. Alright, so before we get into it today, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications, give us a thumbs up, and if you like, leave us a comment. Alright, so, speaking of comments, shut. Alright, so first of all, little announcement. Some of our regular viewers will be happy to know that the old man and I have now watched The Bad Batch.
Pretty good too.
Yep, we binge watched it this last weekend and knocked it out.
We power binged watched it.
Yep, knocked it out in 2 days.
A little less, but okay.
So, now we know everything there is to know, and we saw Fennec Shand, she guest starred in 2 episodes, I think. And now we know what the connection to Boba Fett and the Bad Batch are now. Alright, so, last week, comments, Miami the Great says, I love how they did the car chase like Back to the Future. Which, I can see the connections. Mm-hmm. Alright, so then...
I think Miami the Great might be one of our more regular viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yep.
You are appreciated.
Yeah, thank you, sir. All right, another regular viewer, sci-fi author B.L. Alley, says...
Another regular.
I made a comment about how I don't remember anyone ever having a problem understanding another species before, but...
You've been corrected.
B.L. Alley, he has set me straight. After accepting his first tribute, Boba asked Fennec, did you catch any of that? So there are language barriers, so... Good point, B.L. Alley. Thank you for reminding me of that. All right, so last week's episode has sparked a bit of a debate among fans because a lot of people didn't like the Vespa gang, as they've come to be known as.
I liked the gang.
Mm-hmm.
The first time we see them in the alley and it was real dark,
mm-hmm.
I didn't see Vespas. I saw
speeders.
Or motorcycles,
mm-hmm.
or something decent size. I didn't see scooters, so yeah, I was a little disappointed when they show up in pink and purple Vespas.
I've seen all kinds of memes that people have been throwing around, like Power Ranger comparisons and the gang from Back to the Future Part 2. So a lot of people don't like it. So it sparked a bit of a debate online and in our own comment section. So Dwayne Morris says, Star Wars has sunk to a new low. They put in space scooters. Is this an ad for Vespa? A lot of people think that Favreau jumped the shark on this one.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, just because there's something you don't like, that's a long, long way away from jumping the shark. The jumping the shark means it's over. No.
Well, this is Favreau's 3rd season producing a Star Wars show, so... he couldn't be totally infallible forever. Eventually, he was going to do something that fans weren't going to like.
I wasn't that offended by it. I would have preferred there were hogs or, big Harley-looking things, but I can get past it. You have to look at the gang itself.
Right.
The gang itself, and I recommended somebody take a look at the Who's Quadrophenia, which is an entire double album about scooter gangs,
mm-hmm.
And realize that kind of thing's been around a long time,
mm-hmm.
and I just don't see it as the unforgivable sin that everybody else does.
Right.
I wish it was done a little different, but I'm over it.
Well, B.L. Alley is kind of on your side, and he defends against Dwayne Morris in the comments, saying, the world comprises an entire galaxy with thousands of planets and cultures. It's silly to expect everything to look the same. I live in a relatively small community and see that kind of diversity every day. So, Dwayne Morris retorts, not buying it. Nothing in the Star Wars universe should be paralleling to modern Earth. That's like Star Trek having people driving around on wheels in the 23rd century.
Okay, are you saying that in the entire galaxy there's no place where there's cars driving around on wheels? Come on. We all can't be, George Jetson.
And then B.L. Alley finally says, Star Wars is whatever its creators decide. If you want something different, create your own stories.
Well, let's not get too harsh. We're all in it to enjoy the universe that they've created, you know. So let's just not get real harsh.
Well, even if, Favreau listened to a lot of the fans' complaints, I mean, he can't, pivot in the next episode, obviously. I mean, the, show's already been made, the season's complete, so.
Once again, take the Vespas out. I love the gang.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I thought the girl was great.
Okay.
And you had the, what did I call him?
I don't know. The Harry Potter looking guy?
Yeah, I thought he was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't mind if they fleshed those characters out more.
All right. So, if he does decide to make a change, it won't be until next season, obviously. All right. So, we're going to see what... and also, there's Chrysanthemum out there. And
I'm 100% convinced he'll be back.
I mean, it would be sort of disappointing if he just kind of, walked off after that scene and, we never see him again.
I was talking to somebody and they pointed out the way Wookiees feel about debts.
Mm-hmm.
And he owes Boba Fett.
Isn't that what Chewie did for Han when they first met? Like he owed him a debt?
I don't remember.
Okay.
But, yeah. If that big old crazy looking Wookiee isn't back, I'll be very surprised and disappointed.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I think we are ready for episode 4. Ready to get into this, old man?
Why does it take you so long to push the damn button? Is this going to be Pig? No, not Piggly.
No.
I guess Piggly's all healed up.
Yeah. Hope so.
How do you pull off looking regal riding one of those things?
Same way you would riding a camel or an elephant.
Yeah, an elephant's a friggin' gazelle compared to this thing. And that's Jabba's palace, right?
Right? Or I guess it's Bib Fortuna's palace at the moment. Back when Gamorreans wore shirts. The dress code is much looser under Boba Fett.
Big meat eaters?
I mean, you wouldn't, comparing it to a, earth animal like a camel or an elephant, you wouldn't think so. But I guess
enjoy.
Doesn't really appear to have the teeth of a meat eater.
Right? Oh, is this where Boba met Fennec?
Where'd you get that?
I mean, it looks like Fennec sitting there, laying there.
It could have been anybody. You're just predicting because you know he meets her eventually.
Well, yeah. I figure there were only so many possibilities.
I like the theme song.
Yeah. Do we call them augments or enhanced?
And all I know is they're right out of a role-playing game called Cyberpunk.
Okay.
Aren't you a little old to be here?
She needs modification.
I didn't know there was an age restriction on enhancements.
No walk-ins. Appointment only.
I would imagine it's just more popular with the young crowd.
This woman is
I mean, in Star Wars, it's like you can't be in the, fighting business of any sort without getting an enhancement eventually. I mean, that's, Luke's secret shame.
What the hell? She's all mechanical.
I mean, it looks like the whole middle part of her body is mechanical now.
Did we know this?
I mean,
it's done.
was she mechanical before she went in here?
I'll talk about it in the future when we see her.
Oh, no, I don't think I knew that.
Didn't give her any, arms and legs or eyes or any of that stuff. So, is what he did just keep her alive? Or is she going to have any enhanced, abilities?
I mean, gonna be harder to kill her in the stomach now, I guess.
Drink. Take the black melon. It will help you recover.
It's swimsuit season isn't your friend anymore, Fennec.
Well, unless you're around people that
It
like
takes some getting used to. Time is to
Mods?
crave it.
You are Master Assassin Fennec Shand of the Midroom.
oh, her reputation precedes her.
Yep.
I take it I'm worth more alive, huh?
Yeah, but not the way you think.
I'll pay double my bounty.
I don't want money.
Bounty on a bounty hunter?
Sure. Piss somebody off, they're gonna want your head.
Who are you?
I am BOBA FETT.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boba is dead.
I was.
Rumors of
My
Left for
demise
dead
were
on
greatly
7/16.
exaggerated.
Mark Twain?
Like you.
I believe so.
I want you to help me. Help me recover my fire spray gunship.
You're talking about Slave One, right?
Yep. But I guess they've
Who is it?
Jabba the Hutt.
decided not to call it that anymore because kind of offensive.
If Fortuna took over his territory, if the ship is yours, why don't you just ask for it back?
Because guys like Bib Fortuna aren't really big on giving your property back.
Not Wiggly or Piggly.
No, I mean, I think his snout's a bit longer than Piggly and Wiggly are.
I think it's their cousin Mo.
You're free to roam the Dune Sea.
Have you seen the Dune Sea? Who the hell wants to roam it?
Shouldn't you wait until we get your ship back
That's
before you do
what
that?
Banthas know, so
Why?
I'm not sure I trust a cook who can't taste their own food.
Yeah, you gotta wonder.
Ah,
Oopsie.
she Indiana Jones'd them.
Indeed.
No one sounded the alarm. Gotcha. Do you know who I am? I am BOBA FETT.
Alright, I'm gonna check out. They're better fighters when they're fighting bad guys.
Bad yourself.
Well, that's what Wiggly and Piggly will be ladies.
Yeah.
They survived.
Yep. Determined little porker, isn't he? Oh, these
These
guys.
guys were in for a bad day.
So, does that take care of all of them?
I don't know if you can identify the ones that actually did the deed.
Oh, the Sarlacc pit. Are
What
you,
else is he gonna do?
I mean, do you just want to blow it up just out of spite?
No, he doesn't realize what happened to his armor.
Does he not?
I don't think so. I bet he's looking for it.
That's where I'll find my arm.
Yep.
He doesn't remember the Jawas took it?
It's dissolved.
Ah.
Where is he?
You'll see.
Fire in the hole.
Yeah, chew on this.
Still know what it was. Boom, boom.
Seismic charge can take out a whole fleet of ships in space.
Living with the Tuscans has made you soft.
I don't think those two things go together.
Nope.
Relax. The mods are combing the
The
streets.
mods, that's what they call them.
If he's here, they will find him.
The mod squad.
Should still show my face in town.
You sure that's a good idea?
Ah, there's our old buddy.
Yep. Well, you boys better settle down.
What's his problem? They're not hurting him.
He's pretending to be laughing at him.
Yeah. you should have just run. Come on. You should still run.
I think you've made your point.
Yeah, put the Trandoshan down.
These fine folks get back to their fun, and in return, I will wipe your debt off the books.
Yeah.
Ah! Did they grow those back?
Still hurt.
Yep. I'll just pay my tab.
Looks like you could use a job.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Who do I get to kill?
Jabba the Hutt once sat upon that throne. His reign ended in a ball of fire.
He kinda
on
sit
the
around
sea,
it,
and
too.
then
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he actually sat in that particular throne.
But I have no designs on any of your territories. I ask for no tribute
Yeah,
or quota.
I don't think she liked that.
Give none either. I'm here to make a proposal.
What prevents us all from killing you and taking what we want?
Chrysanthemum? Show him why. Nope, okay. Something bigger than Chrysanthemum.
Easy boy. He's a little hungry.
Yeah, now you know he has one now.
Please, sit. So all in this room can prosper.
But I think you'll remember what they did or didn't do here.
What I ask in return is that you remain neutral. I have plenty of credits. What I'm short on is muscle.
Credits can buy muscle. If you know where.
Oh, what do you have in mind, Fennec? Alright, so there was the 4th episode of the Book of Boba Fett. And, you know, the big revelation is we got Chrysanthemum on the payroll now. So that's pretty cool. And, you know, we took a little break from the Mod Squad in this episode, which I think is probably good.
I'm fine with it. I mean, they were probably out running errands and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think the big thing is you got Fennec.
Yeah? Oh, yeah, I mean, we saw how the two of them became a team.
Yeah.
There's also, I mean, who does Fennec have in mind for hired muscle? And, you know, there's a lot of possibilities out there. I mean, they could always go back to their friends from The Mandalorian. You could get Mando to sign up. You could get Bo-Katan. I mean, her and Boba didn't get along too well, but, I mean, maybe for the right price she could sign on.
I want to get the Bad Batch. They're probably too old. But,
I mean,
you know.
yeah, I mean, the Bad Batch would be, at least they would be looking like they were 60 by now, give or take.
Do they age normal?
I mean, in their, you know, adolescent growing years, you know, they age very rapidly. But once they reach the peak age, I don't know how fast they age after that.
Let us know. How do the clones age?
Yeah. So, you know, we could get Omega. I know some of our viewers want to see Omega in the show,
I mean, she'd be like, what, 40?
give or take. There is also a few... Oh, I mean, I don't know if Boba Fett knows Ahsoka, but, you know, would love to see her again. So, a lot of possibilities, so I'm excited to see what Fennec comes up with. Oh, Cad Bane. There's another possibility.
Well, at the end of the Bad Batch, they were kind of working away from the clones.
Mm-hmm.
What do they do with all those clones?
A lot of them got disposed of. Others just retired out there looking for work. You know, just, you know, different circumstances. All right, so let us know what you think in the comments section. Give us your theories about who Fennec's going to hire and who you want to see in the last 3 episodes of this season. All right, so, you know, I've been ending the show saying Excelsior because that's what I do with Marvel shows and our comic book stuff. And there's been another way to end...
Marvel, Star Wars, Disney, it's all the same.
There's been a better way to end Star Wars shows. I can't believe I haven't thought of it until now.
What's that?
All right, guys. We'll see you guys on the next one. May the Force be with you.
Duh.